And WTF is WB doing? Nothing bad, because we got our first look at the
That's
Superman Legacy
It's
emblem
a lie.
logo.
Is the Looney Tunes a joke to you? You heartless man. Honestly.
So, all right, what are we making of the Superman logo? Come on, it looks good, right?
I need to see it properly. I like what I see, but you're looking for a pinhole, right? You're not really seeing the full. I need to see the full thing at a proper angle.
Yeah. Me too. Because like after seeing people probably need to get their eyes checked with that AI generated one, I was like, the logo doesn't fit on the person. But when seeing like the actual one, because I need to see it more
floating on him as well.
Yeah, it's like I want to see like him in costume or the costume itself with the logo, in full view so I can like see it. But I do like what it looks like so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's the yellow's the border.
So
it's gonna make that red really stand out. I like that. I appreciate that.
To me, like, I really love what they've went here. Like you said, the yellow being the border around the red makes it pop. And what I like is, again, it's hard to tell in this. You really got to pay attention to it. The way the light is shining on it, you can tell it's been made to offer different shadowing from a different angle. So it's going to have that MCU depth with the lines when the light hits it right. That adds depth without them having to add fake muscle. That's the one thing I always hated about Cavill's and DCEU suits was they needed to artificially color in fake abs because everything was popping and was stuck on muscle. This has proper layering, which I think, to me, once we see the full suit, is going to really translate well. I love what it looks like. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous logo. As I said before, I understand why this is it. I think it was smart to release this on Superman Day to kind of hype up Superman. Like it just, everything seemed perfect about it. It dropped out of nowhere, a lot of buzz, excitement. It's good to see that Superman is in, well, from this at least, I'm gonna trust it's in good hands. But you never know.
It's a good start for what we've seen so far.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And they dropped the legacy title as well. It's now just called Superman, which I don't think we've ever had a Superman movie just be called Superman.
Yeah, no, which is wild.
It's always like Superman the movie or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Then the sequel could be called The Superman. Then we go full circle and go Superman Returns for the third one.
I want them to call the second one Superman, the Man of Steel, or Superman, Man of Tomorrow, just to piss off all those.
If they called it Man of Steel, there's going to actually be in like the internet will explode. No, the rest of the world would be fine because a certain group is only just a bunch of bots on Twitter.
True. Well, see, here's what you're missing. It's going to be called the Man of Steel because it's going to introduce the character of Steel. So it's not even about Clark. Huh? Right? Yeah. Steel? Oh, hey, I like Steel. He's like my second favorite version of Superman. Spin-off.
I've never read anything with Steel, so I can't say anything. I was just
the Shaquille O'Neal version is criminally underrated, classic masterpiece. I'll say that.
Right, so avoid it at all costs because I'm
100%. Unless you are way higher than I can get on a weekend, do not watch that film.
Yeah.
That's my tip for that one. But yeah, look, like I'm glad that WB had a win this week because God knows they've taken tons of L's. So
I mean, 2 L's make a W, right?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what the future holds for Superman in general, but we're excited. We'll talk more about it when the full suit reveal happens. That's when I'm more excited.
I really like as well that it's not overly textured.
Yes.
There's none of this obnoxious, this Kryptonian language all over it, and there's a river running through the middle of it. It's like, shut up. Just you can't see it because it's all
the mythology of the Kryptonians is because they're like the Atlanteans on Earth that are shut up. Just give them an S for the love of God. Like, it doesn't need to be that complex. It's a damn chest emblem. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
it looks good. The little look at the blue you get as well is nice. So
yeah.
It's looking like it's going to stand out. It's not going to be virtually.
It's not going to be like covered in a dark beige gloom over the blue.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy. So, when we talk more about this, obviously you guys will know, but stay tuned.